A wild cabbit appears. You might need to tell me if the sound quality is good, because I can't hear a thing because I am indeed ill, but we move past that. It's a cabbit. It's a cabbit. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm a cabbit. I'm cabbiting all over the place right now. You can't even begin to understand how cabbit I am. I'm cabbiting. Okay, I can deal with echoey. I mean, I don't have to deal with echoey. I can't hear it. You can deal with echoey, I'm sure. Pog, got my first pog in chat. First pog in chat, guys. This is a big day. This is a big day for me. This is a big day. I just had to get pasta off of my cat's head. So I'm a little bit later than I wanted to be. She decided to headbutt my pasta. And I can't say that I'm not to blame for that, because I did hold the pasta in front of her head. But I feel like cats should have more survival instincts than that. No, quite literally, she craved the pasta. I was just eating plain pasta because I did not have the energy to do anything else with the pasta. And she would not stop trying to stick her head in my bowl. So I thought, being a nice, respectful cat owner, I would grab a handful of plain cooked pasta and let her sniff the pasta. Because then she'd realize that, like, you know, it's not cat food, she doesn't care, and she'll move on. Unfortunately, she decided to smash her entire head into my fistful of pasta. And it got all in her fur. So I had to go clean my cat. But that's okay, she's clean now. She is grumpy. But she's watching stream too, so she's with you all. She's the cat part of Cabbit. We're a duo. Call my cat stinky. You have beef with pasta too, as in the meal. You have spag bol. She did crave a feast, to be fair. She's very grumpy that I've started getting her the cheap food again because they ran out of the expensive stuff. And it's not really my fault because she's really picky, so I can only get her 2 types. And if the fancy one isn't available, then she just has to deal with the cheap one, and she makes that my problem. What's your beef with pasta? What did you do? I'm imagining. I'm so ready to imagine. I'm excited. This better be worth the build-up. Okay. I have a very vivid image in my head. I'm excited for where this is gonna go. Shall I mute her? Ignore any noise you can hear. My cat's trying to attempt to open the door and is working. It's like they just did that? They on their own? They just do that. They fly now. Why'd they do that? Did you, like, really anger a ghost that loves spaghetti? haunted noodles in this house. Yeah, I would struggle to eat them again if they tried to kill me. That's quite worrying, actually. There's a cat on my keyboard, please ignore that. I mean, you gotta laugh. If someone told you spaghetti tried to kill them, like, you've got to laugh, right? Yeah, you have to, like, you have to laugh. No, 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 don't do that. Hey, I bet you could call that creepy pasta. Am I right? Am I right? I need to get a soundboard in here. That would have gone so hard with the drum kick. I can call that creepy pasta, alright? There we go, we don't need a soundboard. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Alright, let me get it up, let me make sure everything's down. Don't worry about what's taking so long. This is a really good setup with a really good payoff. This is going to be great. This is really good. Don't worry about how long YouTube's taking, or the fact there's a cat in front of my monitor. Don't worry about it. Don't play me an ad before the 12-second YouTube video. Are you kidding me? Alright, I'm just going to sit through an ad while I really wait for the payoff to be great. It was for drums, which does make sense. It wasn't even the right drum sound effect. Nah, we move. We're pretending that didn't happen. That didn't happen, guys. You all heard the badumch from the real soundboard that really happened. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyway, we're gonna pretend that was really cool, really good playoff, and you all liked my joke. So don't even worry about it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You couldn't even tell that was my voice. Anyway, we're gonna go from me being really cool and really interesting to playing my favorite game, which is also really cool and really interesting, and that is solitaire. I just love solitaire, guys, and I feel like I need to spread the word a bit more because I tell people I play solitaire, and they only know the basic one, and that upsets me. We all need to learn about the world of solitaire. You'll see before me there are 5 options here. Most people only know about this one. That's baby solitaire. We don't even worry about solitaire. You know, ignore the fact that it's the main one. It doesn't deserve it. This is my goat right here. Spider solitaire is one of the best inventions, I believe, ever made. As you can tell by the fact that my level is way higher than any of the others, and that's because that's what it deserves. Freestyle is actually my second favourite mode, but the level is only so low because I was stupid and didn't know how the game worked until about 2 weeks ago. So in fairness, I did get all that level in the last 2 weeks, so that's pretty cool of me. And then these two It really depends on the mood I'm feeling in the day, but they're pretty okay. So I'm gonna start with some daily challenges. I like these because I'm not sure if you're aware, not every game of solitaire is winnable, and that upsets me deeply. I feel like if you play a game, you should know that you're able to win. So I like to do these because they're guaranteed to be winnable, even if it takes a long time to do it. So as you can see, I have a slight problem in the fact that I'm really cool and play lots of solitaire. Look, it even says I'm perfect. So you guys need to take note of that. We ignore the one in November I couldn't do. We may come to that later. It haunts me, just like the spaghetti. So let's start with a day I've not done. Yes, spider is easy. I'm gonna look so cool doing this. So the way to beat spider. Hello! Hello, I appreciate that. Because as far as I'm aware, you're out in a different city, but I appreciate the dedication to come say hello. I like that a lot. Wait, why are we sighing in chat? Why are we sighing? What happened? Oh, was it about the pasta? Yeah. I appreciate you coming to say hello, Sage. I actually think if you don't stay and watch me play solitaire rather than, you know, hang out with your friends and family, I think you're a bad friend. I thought that the music was still on. I must have paused that accidentally. My problem. Oh yes, an error occurred, it said. See, the thing is, I was so in the flow state of solitaire, I didn't even notice that the music had stopped. Let me, No, the point right, point left worked precisely how it wanted to. I could imagine those points so easily. Let's see if the, I was locked. Me and solitaire is like a deadly combo. I almost tried to get into the like train conductor's door on the train this evening because the train went a little bit further down the station than it used to because I guess they overshot today, and I was so locked in on one of my solitaire games that I walked to where my door usually is, and he just looked at me like, what are you doing? So that was upsetting, because I have to go there every day, and now I have to look him in the eyes and acknowledge the fact I tried to walk into where he works. But we move. Don't make me listen to another ad. I simply want to play solitaire. Okay, it's 6 seconds. Don't worry, guys. I will sit through the 6 seconds so you don't have to. I'm so jealous. What chocolate you got? If it's not a good choice, I'm going to be disappointed. Okay, there we go. I believe the music is back. Let me know if you can or can't hear that. Let me shrink this slightly so we can see all of the cards. Hershey's? I'm sorry, Hershey's is so bad. You can't hear? I think that sounds like a you problem. No, I'm kidding. Let me turn the volume up a little bit. I'm just scared to, like, deafen you. How's that? We hearing that? No. Okay. Could you hear it at the start? Like, when I first started stream, or were you sitting in silence? Because I thought I was providing you with beautiful music. Oh, that's really upsetting. Okay. That's no problem. We're gonna fix that. Yeah, I got some really cool, chill music, and I thought we were all vibing, but it seems it was just me, and I've made myself a fool. So let's fix that. My favorite chocolate is Maltesers. I can't stop eating them. You hear them now? You here? I'm gonna assume you can hear that now because dropped his There's a lot going on. Anyway, as I was saying, I need to spread the word of Maltesers for a second. Maltesers have been put on this earth by some unknown being because there is no way that man could have created this invention. The texture of the malt. Okay, we need to find some way to get these shipped out. I wonder if there's like an equivalent. I'm gonna Google American Maltesers and just see what comes up. Yeah, we gotta get you to try some. Okay, apparently, I don't know if these exist anymore, but they're very similar to Hershey's Whoppers, which is an incredible name. Oh yeah, it's Whoppers. I'm glad you said it. Do you like Whoppers? I do admit that is like an infinitely better name than Maltesers. Like, hey, what's your favorite chocolate? Whopper. But yeah, there you go. Whoppers are my favorite, and I'll be referring to them as that henceforth. Yes, good choice. I'm trying to think what other ones. Do you have... I know you don't have Kinder Eggs. Do you have Kinder Buenos? Because Kinder Bueno, the white version, I had one of those today, and I just really like them. You know, I've not tried the Hershey's Kisses, so I don't want to be like too mean about them, but Hershey's chocolate is not my friend. I do not appreciate a Hershey's, so I've not been tempted to try the Kisses, but I may attempt. Okay, I'm glad you have Kinder Buenos. Like, not having Kinder Eggs is sad enough, but if you didn't have Kinder Buenos, like, I would be rioting on behalf of you. They are really good. Okay, now we have music. I can get locked back in. So this is Spider Solitaire, and this is like genuinely the best version of Solitaire in my opinion, mainly because it feels easier, but also it feels like there's more skill at the same time, if that makes sense. It's very much based on like trial and error, and I like that because then it doesn't ever feel like you're making a mistake. You're just like finding another path. Oh yeah, don't you have those? I think we have them too now, where it's like in plastic. Yes. I do like that, to be fair. I do like the little chocolatey goop you got going on. And I think the balls in the middle have the same texture as like the Kinder Bueno. So yeah, I do like those. I was big into Kinder Eggs as a kid. I actually rebought one of my favorite Kinder Egg toys a couple of years ago from the French version of eBay, which I was convinced was a scam, but it did arrive, and it was a little crocodile toy. You know what? Let me see if I can get a picture. Because this was my favorite thing as a child. Which is probably a weird thing to say for just a random Kinder Egg toy, but it was the coolest thing I had ever seen. Oh, it's showing me actually... Oh, they've got these really weird cartoon crocodiles that were in Kinder Egg toys. That's scary. There was also this... It was like part of a set where they were kind of like Transformers, but they transformed into animals. And so it was a crocodile that like turned into a train, and it was really cool. But unfortunately, when you search Transformer Kinder Egg toys, it's showing me real Transformers, which is upsetting. I'll see if I can find the actual toy later and get a photo of it. Kinder Egg unboxings are so good. You know the absolutely massive ones you can get now? I know they've got them in Aldi at the minute, and there's Pokemon toys in there, but they're so expensive for what they are. Especially Kinder Egg toys have like gone downhill. I was collecting them about, I was gonna say 10 years ago, oh no, more than that. Like 18 years ago. And they were like really high quality for the time. And now they just give you paper and say that it's protecting the environment while the rest of it's plastic. It's upsetting. So this game is really easy. You literally just have to line them up in order. This is the one suit variant, so you can put any card on any other card as long as it lines up with the numbers. And all I have to do is make 2 stacks of king to ace, which this is an easy challenge, so I will get this done in like 2 minutes. I remember you showing me that. I liked the dedication of actually eating the Kinder Egg toys. Like, not the toys, don't eat the Kinder Egg toys, that's the whole point why they're banned in America. Of eating the Kinder Eggs themselves. Because you could just go through the toys, but no. I like the dedication a lot. I appreciate that. See, stack completed already. I'm simply too good for this game. I love old Balatro. Yeah, you will be unsurprised to know I was obsessed with Balatro as well. I love card games. I especially love, I mean, I guess Balatro counts as a form of solitaire, because it's, you know, solitaire literally just means solo game, really. And Balatro was so good. I am definitely tempted to play some more of that. Oh, look at me, I'm the Spider Grandmaster 5. Can you believe it? That's what they all call me. I am such a chocolate fiend as well. That's why I have to stay away from Maltesers. I will just eat an entire bag. And more, to be fair. And people in this chat can attest to that. Look at that, 70 challenges remaining for perfect. Okay, let's go for Pyramid. Pyramid's pretty easy to pick up. Blood Moon is supposed to rise this week. Is it an actual Blood Moon? Or is this a euphemism? Okay, because for a second I fully believed that, like, a blood moon was happening. Because I was like, yeah, I can get behind the moon causing chocolate cravings. I'm sure that happens. But then I reread it again and thought maybe that was going to be a euphemism. Before I got too excited about talking about the moon. But yeah, no, I can't be trusted with chocolate around that time. So this version of Solitaire is maths based, so all of you that hate maths, don't panic, I have to do the maths and not you. You can simply just look. But you need to click on a pair that add to 13. It really does sound ominous. And I think I might start stealing that. I'll credit you after every time I say it, even in real life, because I think it'll be funny. It does have this little cheat sheet here. Let me just check. Oh, you actually can't see that. Let me just drag it so you can see it for a second. There we go. You see the little cheat sheet on the side there? That shows you what the pairs are, so you don't really have to do much maths. Well, I love maths, so for me this is like very, very happy. But I will do the maths for you guys. Don't worry, I am the barrier between you and having to add 2 numbers. Don't worry, guys, I got you. So yeah, this little cheat sheet here shows you what 2 you can pick. So it's essentially just like Snap if Snap had a little bit of maths. This is a cozy game for me. I love maths and I love cards, so this is great. This is also an easy one, so I don't need to think about it too much, but because they use an entire deck of cards, sometimes if this is like a hard or an expert level, it traps it behind and you have to start thinking about where you're going. But for easy mode, it's just Snap, and I like that. It's chill. I don't need to worry about it. I'm not used to playing it on the computer. You're scared of maths and you're gonna be a STEM major? If it's the M from STEM, I do have bad news for you. that's a lot better. Trigger warning numbers. Hello. I think I just got cursed. Yeah, no, I did that on purpose because I was coughing. I think I got cursed from everyone that hated maths into making me cough. But don't worry, I did that on purpose. I didn't want to, like, give you my germs down the mic. We're doing maths back, so, you know, if you're scared of maths, I understand this is a horror game for most people. Okay, let's log back in. I'm so used to doing this on my phone that it's really weird to see it, like, laid out like this, and it's throwing me off. But that's okay. I persevere through the maths. You're such a trooper. Everyone else started crying at me and asking me for trigger warnings. Can't believe the woke brigade is in my chat today. I say as if I don't have Does the Dog Die downloaded and favorited. Hell yeah, first board cleared. Sometimes when I'm bored I like to speedrun these as if I was like had any chance of being anywhere even close to the people that speedrun it for real. It's barely maths, don't even worry. It's like light gore for maths, don't even worry about it. And I'm doing it for you, so you don't even have to think about it. Look how quickly the numbers are going, don't worry. Okay, so I need a 3 or a 7. 3 or a 7. 3. Okay, now I need a 7. 5. I think the world record for someone doing solitaire, like the classic edition, is 8 seconds. And it takes me 8 seconds to like look on the board and see what I have. I googled it when I was feeling really good about how quick I was starting to do solitaire, and I was like, I wonder if I could, like, you know, start learning this as a proper skill. And then I saw it was 8 seconds. Yeah, genuinely 8 seconds. So I was like, damn, I'm doing pretty good at this recently. I wonder if I have a shot. You know, maybe I could at least, you know, do they have championships of this? You could tell I think highly of myself. And yeah, 8 seconds. Done in 2014. Insane. Like, my computer takes 8 seconds to load in. I can't then do the entire game in 8 seconds. This is Tri-Peaks mode. Tri-Peaks mode is like the best for if you're just starting to get into solitaire, or if you're interested about it, because there's not much thinking that goes into it. Thank you! I like cute things, and I'm a perfectionist, so they combine together very well and also very badly for me, but it results in cute things, so I appreciate it. Yeah, 8 seconds doesn't sound impossible. I will attempt a speed run later, and it will be like 3 minutes, and I was feeling good about that. I'll check my stats after this. But yeah, this is I bought it. I did not have the capacity to make this, unfortunately. But it's on my list to do. I started making it because I had a very specific vision of what I wanted. Unfortunately, what I wanted seems to have been hijacked by AI freaks because I could not find a single, like, element of thing to, like, start working off that wasn't AI. Not even a reference photo. And so I got angry and searched for this instead. So this will do until until I am able to deal with that. This game is technically maths, guys, so maybe close your eyes, but also it's only maths in the fact that, like, you have to know what comes next from a number. So it's counting. Okay, this is baby time maths. We can be brave. We can be brave together. So, you see I have an ace here. Yes, that's boo AI. Everyone we're booing AI. I don't know why I'm clapping. That's the opposite of booing. We do not stan generative art on this channel. Let's make that very clear from day one. Boo. Yeah, I need full VTuber model range so that I want to do the ooh-ee-ah with cabbit. I want it to spin around. I just think that would be really funny just to whip that out. I win a solitaire match and then I become Maxwell the cat. That's the plan. We'll figure it. Don't even worry. The will get us there. So yeah, I have an ace here, which means I can either click a 2 or a king, and then you essentially just go in a pattern. So I got an ace, I'm gonna go 2 ace 2 ace. And now I can't click anything, so then I unlock the next one, and I still can't click anything. 10, I can click the jack. 7, so I can do either the 6 or the 8. So this is where kind of like the trial and error comes into it. So I can press an 8, but then I can't do anything. So I undo. I press the 6, I can't do anything there. And I just see which one's the best one. So all of them are pretty useless, unfortunately. So I'm gonna I'll do that one and see where we go. So okay, we'll have more of this. 10, 3, 4, 3, 4, nice. Queen. Yeah, I'll do the middle one. Okay. 7, 6, 7, 8. That one's a queen. I'm gonna do this one. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's so cool. This one is just clearing. They need us to clear 2s out, so I get a point every time I click a 2. But in the regular version of this, where you just have to like clear the board, you get a score, and every time you click a number, your score increases. But if you do like a big chain without having to click it down here, the score rockets, and the pitch gets higher and higher, and it's the most satisfying thing. That's why playing this game gets addictive. I get addicted to the noises they put into it. The sound design, this game is so good. You can hear, oh, it hits. It hits so hard. Okay. I got 3 of the 9. Let's go. 5, 9, 10, jack. You've been thinking about Maxwell the cat this whole time. I mean, I do not mind how it happens. Honestly, I'm happy just to turn into Maxwell the cat and we just get a gif of him online. I just think it'd be really funny. I appreciate that you think that's happening. We're starting off bold on this channel. I appreciate that. Yes! I want that so bad. Just to have it. I'd have that as like my live wallpaper on my phone. Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh. Go back. left with Klondike and Free Cell. I like Free Cell. The hard, that scares me. Free Cell is hard, and they're making it harder. Let's go to the safe medium Klondike. Watch me not win this one now. This is a solitaire that everyone seems to know. This is like base solitaire. And it's still good, don't get me wrong, it's still very good. This is draw 1. Sometimes you have draw 3, where each bit comes out like that, and you can't get to this middle card without doing this one. But this is just doing the easy one for us today, so that's good. Okay, what do we got? Yeah, see, people know this one. I don't know, it's still good. It's still good, but it's like a plain chocolate, you know? You can do so much better. But I gotta respect the game, you know? It made itself known, and I respect the hustle. It deserves its spot in the collection. Let's see if I can actually do it though. The noises are yummy. I love the noise design in this game. Like, I know it is just like little clicks or something, but it makes me feel like I'm being productive. And I love that. Okay, well, that's literally useless. Oh, we'll take an 8. We'll take an 8. I can use that. 10, Jack, 4, 6. Okay. Oh, you guys can't be making me blush while I play solitaire. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh, okay. We have a spare spot. This is I'm gonna teach you guys some solitaire terms now to really woo the ladies with. This is what we call a tableau, where all the main cards are down here. This is called a foundation. This is called the stock. Now, we have a spare in the tableau section, so I've got 3 options at the minute. I can move this one, I can move this one, or I can move it down from the stock. You want to move it from the tableau first, because we need to get rid of these cards up here, because if the last ace is up here, I'm making the game much harder for myself. Yes, you're all welcome, right? This is how you woo ladies. So, let's see which one is going to be best. That's a red jack, which doesn't seem to be really interesting. That's a red 5. That does reveal it was there. It was there the whole time. We got it. We got it, guys. Okay, so what was that? That was a red jack. I'm going to move this one here for now. You don't always want to move it to make the longest. A lot of people will see this and do this instantly. No, that's solitaire tricking you guys. Okay, we only use the best techniques here, because if you do this, you then lose a black jack to put something onto, but as we've just discovered one, it's safe to do that now. So we can move that one here. And I'm going to see if we end up with a red queen, otherwise I'm not going to put this one down. So, let's put some more up. Okay, black queen, black 7. Ooh, we can do this and reveal that one. Oh, that was the one we needed actually, never mind. I won the game. I forgot to check what the actual task was for this game. Yay, we did it! Okay, this means I have unfortunately left what I believe is the hardest to last. So, I've bigged myself up during the other solitaires, and I'm scared to go into Free Cell. Free Cell is just so daunting, and I think that's because with like most of the other modes of solitaire, you don't get to see the hidden piles, whereas you get to see everything with Free Cell. And it can feel a little bit visually overwhelming, which I know is a crazy thing to say about solitaire, and like probably the most autistic thing I'll say ever, that I can get visually overwhelmed by solitaire. But come on, tell me once you've seen Klondike, this doesn't feel like it's just giving you everything. So it's the same kind of layout as Klondike, just you can see everything. So you've still got the foundation is up here, the tableau is down here, and then instead of a stockpile, we have the free cells, hence the name. These can be used to put in cards, and that's also... Yeah, it feels like more my fault. Anytime I get the pop-up saying like no more moves, it feels more shameful, because I'm like, yeah, I should have seen that there was no more moves. This one is very strategic, and that's why I didn't start playing this one properly until a couple of weeks ago, because I didn't know how it worked. And yet that is my fault, I get that, but we're learning here today. Let me go back to the start. So the main strategy here is you want to get the aces on here as soon as possible, because at the end of a row, if they're visible, you can't put anything on them, and the foundation has to go ace to king. Essentially, like, it works the same as Klondike, but with these little cells up here. So we need to move these so that everything is able to go in there. And again, someone does this in like 25 seconds. And I'm like, I take 25 seconds to see what's going on the board, because there's so much. I need to figure out what I'm doing first. So the aces are here, 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 and here. So this one seems a lot easier to get to. So I can either move the 4 up to this free cell, or I can find somewhere to put the 4. So the red 5s are here and here. I know I can move that. And if I move that to the free cell, I can move that there. And then we've got an ace. And I can move that back. And that jack does nothing, but you know, he can stay there for now. So the other ace, well, I've lost it already. Here, here, and here. So I think, which ace feels like it's going to be easiest to get to? So you've got some 7s, but the 8's below it. You've got some 6s, or 3, 7. I'm trying. Free cell is so much harder. You know what, let's just go. Let's just wing it. Let's just wing it and see what happens. If it comes up with the pop-up, no one's allowed to laugh at me. Okay, it didn't come up with the pop-up, which is a good start, but we got the 2. I don't know where that's supposed to go. No, I feel like that was not the move. That never happened. That was non-canonical. See? Undo button. Non-canonical. So we've got 9, 8, so I need to move that to a black 10 ideally, but that's up here. We've got the red 7 there, and the red 7 there. Let's expose that, expose that, expose that. Okay, we have a free tower. I'm thinking... No, that was a mistake. Ignore that. Got the 6 here. So now I have got that free 7, but I've also exposed these. So that's less good. I'm gonna move that. If I do... No, that was a mistake. See, this is why I was so locked in that I just walked into the train cabin by mistake. It gave me such a dirty look as well. Like, I wasn't trying to invade your space, okay? I was locked in on solitaire. You can stay there, actually. Woo. Okay, what if I go through... Where's the next red queen? It is mean. Okay, we're actually going to do this, because then we've unlocked that 2 and ordered this. And we can put that there, that there. Red 6s are up here. I think we can do that. Oh, we should make that a solitaire term. When I inevitably become solitaire famous. Yeah, so I was really locked in on solitaire, and when I was like getting the train home today, I walked into the when I went to get onto the train, I have got the habit of standing in the exact same place every time because that's where the door opens, and then I can always get on and get a seat quickly. But the train driver must have like overshot slightly because I get on at the very last train at the back because that's where it's normally quietest. Some good train knowledge for you here. And so when the train driver slightly overshot, I walked forward while still looking at my phone because, you know, everyone be on their phone these days. Went to like go to press the button to open the door, and just before I did, I looked up and I was just like eye to eye with the train cabin driver. Well, not the driver, the person has the little cabin at the end where they go and check the tickets. And he looked at me as if like I was trying to break in or something. And I was just like, I didn't know how to say, I was just locked in on solitaire. Because that's embarrassing. So I just hung my head in shame. Trying to be so for real, this is hard. This is hard, it doesn't even let you have hints on this mode. I feel like I've messed up. Okay, we've got a 6 here, we've got a king, 5, 5, jack, king, 9. Where are the black 10s? See, the black 10s are above it, that's upsetting. There's a black 10 over here. Let's go back. Let's go back. This didn't work. This didn't work. That's okay. It's okay. It's all trial and error. So I'm thinking we want the. Let's go for a different ace. Let me go for this one. Where's the next red 6? Over there. Oh, there's one there. Okay. What if we do that and then yes? Okay. Okay. And then oh, so I can only move a stack of 2 cards at once. So essentially works as in, because technically I would be moving like that, then that, and then that one can come back down, but it kind of, it bypasses it for you, so you don't have to do all of that thinking yourself. But yeah, I can only move a stack of 2 cards at a time right now, unless I clear up some free cells or columns. But I've got that there now, which is an improvement. That is an improvement from last time. I'm thinking if I do this, then this. I can do that. Oh no, I've blocked that. Never mind, you didn't see that. You didn't see that. Non-canonical. 7 there. Bring that back down. We can do that there. That there. No, I can only move 1 card at a time. Okay, okay. I'm so close to getting that ace out. Getting that ace out, I think, would change the game for us guys. So I can only move 2 cards. 9, 8, 7. Okay, this seems counterproductive, but we're gonna move with it, just to see if that is the thing we're supposed to be doing. 6. Okay, that was an unexpected reward, but we're moving with it. We're moving with it. Okay, so we've got a 2 that can go into a red 3, which are very buried, so that's not moving for a while unless we get that to a free cell. That is particularly large. That could go somewhere. 3. That goes all the way to the jack, king. 6, 5, 4. Okay. That can go there. And then let's move that there for now. See, if I got that ace out, these 2 could go straight into the foundation, and that would clear up a lot of space. But I don't have the room for that right now, so can I break it up at all? 6, 5, 4. What if we move backwards? No, I think that's actually the opposite of what I wanted to do. So we've got a 9, that needs to go on a black 10, which is here. Jack, which needs to go on a red queen, which is here, and then just in that mess up there. 2 and the 3, which ideally need to be going onto the foundation. Okay. So, I need to get that out. Okay. Where are the black 8? Up there. Okay. I've made a foolish mistake. I just know it. I just know it. I honestly like surprised it's not told me that there's no more moves left. What am I missing? I'm clearly missing a move somewhere. Don't suppose people that haven't played solitaire before want to tell me what move I've missed. I'm sure you can figure it out. I've taught you well. I've taught you well. I don't know what Lisa Simpson image you mean, but I can believe that. I'm just confused. Ooh, it yelled at me. It keeps, it's not telling me there's no moves left, which makes me feel like I'm being silly. That's a good image. That's a good image. Thank you for sharing that with me. I appreciate that. This guy's not being helpful at all. These 4s in a row are also not being helpful. They've said this is hard. This honestly feels like the expert level, but I may just being stupid today. Let's do a few undos. Let's put that ace back and figure out what we've been doing wrong. Right, let's get the 3s in there. And then maybe if we can do the same thing. Yes, that's much better. Okay. That's definitely a stronger spot. Still not perfect, but that is better. And we're gonna take better. Right, so we're gonna attack. 3. We only really need to get the 7s. I don't need to worry too much about the kings, but they put them all at the bottom, which is kind of the point of making a hard map. I do get it. I do get it. I'm just grumpy about it. So let's. I need these guys gone, but I can't get these guys gone. Let's go back. Let's unbury these guys, right? See, they say solitaire's a chill game, but I'm getting violent. I'm getting violent. I'm not actually getting violent. I do need a spider solitaire break though. That was too much. Free cell is daunting. Free cell is so daunting. I will take Grandmaster Spider anytime over free cell. Cabbit is violent. I'm not doing 4-suit spider, then I really will rage. I'm gonna do an easy. I'm gonna speedrun. With speedrun, I'm gonna do 8 seconds, just like that guy. Just like that guy, I'm definitely going to do 8 seconds. Watch me. Ooh, 8 seconds definitely hasn't passed yet, guys. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. Ooh, speedrun. That's what I'm on about. See, I feel like I'm good at solitaire now. I've immediately slowed down, don't worry about it. 3, 4, queen. Okay, what we got onto these? We got an ace, don't care about ace. Got a king, can use a king. Also not used to doing this on with a mouse. It's a lot. But we move. The flow state of solitaire calls us. The flow state of solitaire calls us. I don't care about an ace, don't show me an ace. I don't care about a queen. I do care about a king, actually. Flow state achieved. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. This is how I was while trying to walk into the train, honestly. Like, how dare the train interrupt me in this state? 4, 3, 7, 9, 6, 4, 3, 2. Okay, 7 can go there. I think the rest are locked. Okay, 4, 5, 10. 4 there. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. This is speed running, guys. We ignore the fact that that guy would have been done 3 years ago. I don't even remember what's in my bio. But I'm glad you like it. I am glad you like it. That was definitely... I'm sure I intended to be funny with whatever I put. Why is this not showing me any of the things I actually need right now? See, with flow state, this is no longer cool calm solitaire. This is, we're pulling out the big guns. This is really cool guy solitaire now. This is only cool guys allowed. Yeah. 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Only 3 minutes longer than the world record, guys. Can we believe I'm only 3 minutes away from hitting world record times? That's crazy. I'd like to dedicate this to my trainer of solitaire. My spare time. Insane. I can't believe that. Yes, world record. Can we believe 3 minutes? That's touching distance to world record time. Let's check my stats. Where's my stats at? So my best time for the one that you got, his was probably draw, I don't know if his was draw 3 or draw 1. My best time is 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and that guy did it in 8 seconds. You know how upsetting that is? My best times for this, yeah. Best time. That was my best time, apparently, for Spider 1 Souk. That, you know, that was technically a speedrun for me. That's pretty good. Maybe he did cheat, you know. Appreciate I've got a 100% win rate on free cell, and that's because I've played 4 games outside of the daily challenges because it scares me. I've played 1,546 daily challenges. Oh, that's normal. That's normal. That's a normal amount of solitaire to play, I think. I think that's a normal amount. So true. I think, like, morally and ethically, I'm the winner. I'm the winner, I think. I do want to show off. Where's my... I want to show off my achievements. Where's my big achievement? I don't know if this is... I don't think this is where I'm supposed to be. You get it. I know if no one got me, I know you got me. Maybe if I go into the leaderboard. I definitely could do it faster on mobile, to be fair. Ah, I think it's my event profile. Yes! I finished first place in my group. I have never felt so cool in all of my life. I've never felt so cool. I finished first, and I was genuinely so excited. Because these people... Oh, let me show the leaderboard until I play a game. I can certainly attempt an expert. But these people, like... You think I may have no life on solitaire? This is insane. I will attempt the spider just so I can unlock the leaderboard and show you these people's profiles. Like, I feel intimidated. This is expert, so if this shows me 4 suit solitaire... Okay, I think it's 2 suit. I think it's 2 suit. I think we're fine. If it was 4 suit, I was just gonna log off. I just wasn't even gonna attempt. 2 suit is very similar to 1 suit. I think 1 suit's more fun, mainly because it's easier, and the easier things are normally more fun. You can add 2 suits that aren't the same, but then you can't move it as one bundle. You have to move this separately first. So this one has a lot more, there's a lot more options in what you can do. And I do like that, to be fair. So let's see if I can do this just to unlock the leaderboard. It's unlikely, as I normally need a lot of attempts to kind of memorize what's going on under these cards under here. But hey, we're trying it out. We're trying it out. Let's move these first. See what we've got going. You can go there. Okay, we've got an 8 and a 7, 7, 6, 2, 8, 7. Okay, you can go there. I don't think we have any more options. Unless I'm being silly, but we're going to do this. Okay, 4 5s on the 6. Jack, 10. Oh, yeah, king there, queen there. There, jack 10. 7, 6, 5, 6. Well, that 6 can go there. 4 can go there. Okay, this has started off, like, worryingly easy for an expert, which means I can only imagine that the next few rounds of cards are going to be diabolical. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll take whatever comes our way. That needs to go there. 10. Okay, that needs to go onto a 9. That needs to go onto a queen. That goes right in. Okay, I think that's all we can do with that round of cards. Let's see what we've got with these. Okay, we've got a queen to there. 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, so if I can move those, that would finish off a stack, which would be quite nice. Ooh, I can do there. Okay, 1 out of 5 stacks completed. Maybe I can do this first try. That would be such a flex. That would be such a flex. Okay, so that needs to go into a 9. That needs to go into an 8. That needs to go into an 8. That go a queen. Is anything good beneath there? Not bad. Ooh, if I get a 9, I can do another stack. And there is a 9 there, but I would have to move this and then this. Can't see anywhere to move the 2 at the minute. That needs to go into a 9, that needs to go into a 3, that needs to go into a 7, which I can do, but then there's nowhere to put the jack. That needs to go on a 4, which I can't do, 8, which I can't do, queen, 9, and another 8. Okay, I'm going to move this just to make room, because I do have a 7 there, so I might not need that one. And it might make the next round of cards a little bit easier. See, we only have one round of cards left after this, so the end is nigh, one way or the other. But let's see if I can do anything. It's not brought a 9 down, which would have been nice. I need the black 9. But let's see if I can do anything else. I can go there, I can go there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 3. Okay, so let's go on to a 7, let's go on to a 9, a 4, a 7, a 4, Jack, but we don't have a 9, a Queen, which we don't have, 4, and then a 9. Okay, I can do that, and then that does at least give us an empty space to work with, so we can see what's under some of these. So, that's actually perfect. Still no 9, which is really annoying, but we can see what's under some of these. So, like, red 9, wrong 9, wrong 9. I should have been more specific. That's on me. Okay, that could go there, but then there's no Queen to put those on. Is there anything? E2 ace. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I can do. So if this last row of the cards isn't good, then we're not winning. But that's okay. Solitaire isn't all about the winning, unless I feel sad about not winning, and then it is all about the winning. Okay, that needs to go on to a 7. That needs to go on to a 2. That needs to go on to a Queen. Still no 9, which is annoying. All the black 9s must be buried up here, which is why I'm assuming it's on an expert level. I did think it started off way too easy. Okay, so have we got any 7s? No. 2s? No. Queens? No. 7s? No. 9s? No. 2s? No. 9s? 4s, more 4s. Okay, well, I don't think there's any more moves left, and it's not yet told me there's no more moves left, so that's worrying. Probably because sometimes it counts this as a move. That's upsetting. Damn. We gave it a good go. We gave it a good go, guys. I think it may be crossword time soon, but I need a drink, so I will be right back. I am back. Chat, I needed to cough so bad. It looked like I'd burst a blood vessel in my face. That was I looked like, oh, what's that awful guy that, like, got sued for $1 billion? He's got just, like, an insanely red face. I looked like him. It was not a good look for me. It was not a good look for me. But we have a lozenge that I got ID'd for in Asda today. And we move. And I have water now. So I should be okay. We'll do... It did. Yes! Yes, that's the guy I meant. I looked in the mirror on the way to get a drink, and my face was the same color as his. I don't know how that happened, and I'm not proud of it. So I have my lozenge. But yeah, turns out you can get ID'd for lozenges. So that was fun. I got, like, extra strength ones, but, like, I don't know what they're putting in these things. They're just, like, sweet. But, yeah. So that was upsetting. It's been an interesting day. Okay, let's move away from maths. Let's move into the world of English. Yeah, I still remember getting ID'd over, like, a Monster Energy. And they're not even, like, things you have to legally get ID'd for. It's upsetting. Okay. Silly string? I did not know that was something you could get ID'd for. I assume it's because it's in, like, a pressurized canister. I know people get, like... Actually, I'm gonna stop. I don't know what you're allowed to say on this thing. I'm not gonna go into the ins and outs of how to do that. But I assume it's because it's in a pressurized canister. Or maybe they just don't want kids being silly. Who knows? They're trying to take the whimsy out of kids. Yeah, that's what I thought maybe it was. Which is crazy. I remember at one of my last jobs, we weren't allowed to sell cans of just pressurized air to kids because of things you could do. And I'm like, come on, it's air. Like, there's better ways. Okay, let me make sure I've got the right thing up. Let's do a bit of, yeah, a fun night out idea. That's the meetup idea. We all start inhaling silly string, not the gas, the string itself. I think that could be quite fun. Okay, I think if I've done this correctly. I've had silly string before. It tastes... I mean, I was going to compare it to something you've probably also not tasted, so I don't know why that was going to be my go-to, but it tastes kind of like the end of a burnt match. Not that you've probably ever eaten one of those either, but I have. But it tastes kind of like that. I assume from the pressurizedness, it kind of like singes it a little bit. It tastes a little bit smoky. But it's not a good texture. Wouldn't recommend. How long have you got? Have you a tier list of things I've eaten? I mean, for context, I'm not just doing that for fun. I had, I guess, and still have, pika, I don't know how it's pronounced. But it's just essentially eating stuff you shouldn't disorder. I chomped through like 3 beds as a kid. One of them was metal. I could not be stopped. A wardrobe, got chomping down. A lot of clothes. I had to stop buying clothes of a certain texture because it tastes really good in your teeth. You know that, like, pebble dash on houses? Some of the stones on that have a really good texture, and I'd go around to houses and just, like, pick stuff off. But anyway, enough about that. Let's do something normal. I don't know if anyone... I know some of you have done some cryptic crossword stuff, mainly because I forced you. But this is cryptic crosswords. The guy who does this is really cool. He does it in a way to kind of teach people who don't know anything about cryptic crosswords. And it was what helped me get into it properly, because it was one of my, what's the word, resolutions for 2025 was to fully understand cryptic crosswords and ideally be able to fill out like an entire thing in like a proper newspaper. I don't think I'm at that level, but I'm definitely a much higher level than I was when I started, and that's the main thing about resolutions, you know? You don't gotta get to the end, but as long as you're better off now than when you started, that's progress, you know? I think I can, yeah, you can see my little notepad, because I'm definitely gonna need to take notes. And let's attempt. I can kind of teach through what what I know, which isn't loads, but we can try. So, shape of fountain or mountain. I actually don't know which one it's supposed to be, and that's probably the point. Excuse my cough. So, unlike a regular crossword clue, which is just like, you know, middle of apple, which would be core, this is the question and the answer are in the same clue, which is what I really like, that even if you're struggling with what it is, like, the answer is technically there, and it's like it's a puzzle within a puzzle, and I really like that. So this guy is called Minute Cryptic, and he just does a clue a day for you to try and solve and learn and the techniques. So let's see what it is today. See, it's shape of, and then blank mountain. I think the only two words that could go there would be fountain and mountain, unless I'm missing one. Let me know if I'm missing one. But, so within there, we have the answer. So we need to find it. It's a short one, so only really two things can be the answer here. It's either going to be another word for shape, or another word for whatever this mountain is, whether it's mountain or fountain, I don't know. Or it could be the whole thing is the answer and the question at the same time. So how I tend to usually do these is just try and think of other words for one of the words in it, and that will tend to give you a good indication of what the answer is going to be. So this is 4 letters, and I'm thinking, because they've deleted that letter in mountain or fountain, that shape is going to be what the actual answer is. So I'm going to think of 4-letter words for shape. If you can think of any shapes that are 4 letters long, let's see if that gets us closer to the answer. I can think of star. Well, I'm already struggling, guys. Does anyone know any 4-letter words for shape? Oh, cube. I can get cube. Oh, that's a good one. Oval. Okay. Cone. Kite. Oh, both coming in with kite there. That was good timing. You're in sync. Okay, well, none of these are like making me feel like these could be the answer. Normally I can. So that's all you got. That's okay. That's a good bunch. So if shape is the definition, which is like what they call the answer, that means of mountain should give us something. So like I'm thinking like no M, no F, but those aren't mountain. Kite is pointy. That is true. I need to kind of get to the answer first. And I don't think... I can't read a puzzle in that, but that's okay. It may be, and I'm just being silly. So, no M, no F, but they aren't words. So that's a problem. I'm definitely not missing another word that could be like... Mountain and fountain are the only things that word could be, right? There's not a secret other word that I've completely missed. Oh, hot water with the lozenges. Oh, that's cold. Oh, that's cold. Okay, what could be missing there? No M, no L, not L, no F. Okay, maybe it's not that kind of shape. What kind of shape could it be? To shape something? To change it? Oh, I forgot Zountain! Oh, and that means it's gonna be no X. The famous shape. Oh, we've been stupid. Okay. Should I figure out if it's an F or an M? Holy shit, holy shit, guys. Guys, I fucking love cryptic crosswords. Are you kidding me? Let me check. Yes! So, for those who do not understand cryptic crosswords, because I get that could just be like a mess of words, it was form, which is when you shape something, you form something, and that could have been an F or M. Oh, mic drop moment. Mic drop moment. That was... Oh, it makes me feel things. It makes me feel things. Now let's, we should have this up. There we go. Let's see if we can carry on the good vibes from there, and see if I can attempt to do any of these. Sometimes I can get like halfway. So this is from The Guardian, and they do a quick cryptic, which is essentially like, again, cryptic crosswords for people that are learning. And they've been really helpful with me figuring out how to do cryptic crosswords, and it's so much fun. It's so much fun, and I definitely recommend them if this looks like something you could be interested in. So it tells you what kind of clues they have. They'll only use 4 in each crossword, which is really good. You don't have to think of like all the tricks. So let's get rid of these. So today it can either be an anagram, a hidden word, a charade. I struggle with the charades one. They're the ones I struggle with the most. Or a reversal. So let's just see if I can get any. If you end up getting any, or you know how to do them, feel free to shout them out as well. That's absolutely fine. So carefully read breakdown of rupees. So breakdown there immediately to me says anagram. So an anagram indicator is anything that feels like it's broken, or if it says like silly or weird, or anything that denotes like change or something's not quite there. Absolutely, I can do that. Let me get the right one. Would you like to... Actually, I can get rid of this bit if I get the... And then... do there. And then if I put that... Ooh! Wrong bit. Undo the notes. Okay, if I move those somewhere else. They can go there for now. That better? Nice. Okay. So yeah, breakdown is immediately saying to me that something needs to change there. And because rupees is the same amount of letters as that, I'm going to assume that we need to anagram rupees to be something that means carefully read. So I like to just write them down in a different way, so that I'm not seeing the word as I'm trying to do the anagram. And immediately I'm getting... wrong way. Ignore that, non-canon. Peruse. So, next. Notions I tested internally in a work area. So, internally is going to indicate this hidden word because it means that it is literally inside. So either notions I tested or in a work area is going to be the definition. Considering notions I tested is not something a regular person would say very often, I'm going to assume it's within that. So you want to look for something that's 2 letters and then 4 letters that could mean in a work area. O-N-S-I-T-E. On site. Why does it keep doing that? Wrong way. On. Come on, work with me here. Work with me here. On site. Okay. Minor leapt around thing making one jump. Okay. It's not jumping out to me immediately what kind of clue this is. Leapt around could possibly mean anagram, but I'm not seeing anything there that would be 10 letters, unless minor leapt and then that's around, making one jump. Round thing, making one jump. What can make you jump? Trampoline! Hell yeah. Where did the O go? Minor leapt around thing. Oh, that makes me happy. I was literally just talking about trampolines and the fact that I ate one. But that's unrelated. That's unrelated. Does anyone else have a trampoline? Like either an inside or an outside one? I always thought only rich people had the outside ones. But I think that's mainly just because I didn't have a garden. So I couldn't have an outside one. But I had one of those inside ones where it was like a square with the big handle on. And I would just jump on that for hours until my teeth hurt. And then sometimes I'd just chew the handle for fun. Hurricane? That's upset. Did they not replace it once it blew away? Is this an inside or an outside trampoline that you were licking? I do have unique experiences, thank you. Sometimes I don't like think that they're unique, and then they are. Why? Okay, why did you lick the outside trampoline? Like, at least mine was inside. They tasted. Which bit were you licking? The bouncy bit. Right, bite the net. Maybe my experiences aren't so unique. It's a pool that blew away. But. Like, okay, I have questions about the pool, actually. Circling back to the pool, do we mean, like, obviously you mean an inflatable one, right? Like, that's, this is clearly an inflatable one. But also, if it's an inflatable pool, did it have water in? And if not, because I'm assuming it can't fly away if it had water in, why was it just out? A gentle breeze could fly that away. Big standing one. It had water in? That's insane. That's actually insane. That's true. That's true, hurricanes are strong. I can't remember, were you team could survive in the middle of a hurricane, or were you team couldn't survive in the middle of a hurricane? Honestly, I love the idea of the pool flying away with the water in. That's making me giggle. survive it for the bit. Yeah. I agree. I agree. You could definitely survive for the bit. Rain, does that mean your team could survive in the middle of a hurricane? Interesting. Interesting. You're very strong. You're very strong. Fight the hurricane. I don't doubt that for a second. What storms with evil winds before? Yeah, I feel like a wind is very different. I'm gonna be so for real. I have the urge to play Club Penguin right now. Hurricanes are wind. Yeah, I guess. I don't know, just very different vibes, you know? Like, you know, one's wind and then the other's a hurricane. I'm happy for you though. I'm happy you think you could do that. Me in the shower, like, getting resistance against tsunamis. I'm gonna be so for real. I don't know how this is gonna run, but we are gonna attempt. We are gonna attempt because I want to play it. And we're gonna be happy. So let's see. Let's see if this works. I have to pause this because we're gonna be getting some funky music from here. From the fun to survive a tornado. So true. So true. The Penguin Awards! Guys, the Penguin Awards are on. This is big. This is big. Does anyone here play Club Penguin? I'm gonna pause this for a sec while I type my password in, just in case. I would like to think so. And I would like to think someone's died, like, going out doing that voice and being happy about it. Like, that would make me happy to think about. That, you know, they were happy. Okay, chat, let's see if this works. This is gonna drop to, like, 2 frames a second, but don't even worry about it. But yeah, did anyone play Club Penguin as a kid, or was it just me? Because I was obsessed with this game. Oh, that feels loud. Club Penguin, there's no need for this. Why is there no... Why is it just loud or nothing? Please, I beg. Let's bring it down on here. Wrong. It's an absolute banger of a song, but it's not what I'm going for. Is that better? Have I turned it down? I feel like I've turned it down for you, but not for me. It's still so loud in my ears. Okay, I need to figure out how to turn it down for me. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. I can listen to this. Yeah, I turned it down in that, and we should be okay now. Now, I'm quite bitter about, I don't know why I said it like that, I'm quite bitter, because this weekend, it was double coins weekend, and I forgot to play. So that's upsetting. Don't make fun of me. I've got a lozenge in my mouth. You can't make fun of me while I'm ill. Okay? I actually don't know if I ever played Webkins. I played a lot of the other ones. Like, I did Moshi Monsters for a bit. I trialed Bin Weevils, but I don't think I did Webkins. What's the little face? But yeah, it was double coins weekend, and you know, my friend had to be really selfish and have a birthday on the same weekend, and so I forgot to play, and so I missed out on double coins, which is upsetting. But there is a new thing, so let's see if there's anything here I want. And for those that didn't play Club Penguin, which I guess is all of you, which is crazy to me, because this was my life, in the, what's it called, catalogue, they have secrets. So if you, like, run your mouse on all the clothes, sometimes your mouse would turn to a little clicky mouse, and that's how you know you'd found a secret. So let's see if there's any secrets. Come on. Ooh! What we got? What we got? Woolen socks. I don't want to buy woolen socks. Dying in Hades. How's that going for you? I've heard it's really good. The art style looks really nice, to be fair. And I've also heard it's very gay. Is that true? And also, the biggest question about Club Penguin, were you ever a member? Were you part of the elite? It's not very gay so far. Oh, that's cringe. I hope it gets gayer for you. But yeah, it looked really cool. That's such a cute coat, the little ears. I don't think that was in base game. A lot of these things they do add in from base game. So this coat on the right is base game. I used to have this, but with a different t-shirt underneath. That's probably why I'm getting confused. I feel like maybe it's just good with the gay audiences. I also was a member. I was part of the elite. I also had Club Penguin magazine. I don't know if you ever got that. Oh, secret. I don't want that. I mean, I'll show you my outfit in a second. My penguin looks gay. For real, for real. But yeah, I had the magazine, and it gave you free stuff that you couldn't even get as a member, and oh, I felt like I was one of the elite. This bag is kind of serving. That's cute. I swear there was something there. It was his tongue. Oh, that's quite cute. That's quite cute. Maybe I go for that. Maybe I go for that. Oh, in his pocket. They are cursed. They are actually cursed. It looks like the you know the were-rabbit from Wallace and Gromit? It looks like that. I don't vibe with that. Oh. Bamboo fashion. Pastel orange striped scarf. That's quite cute. It's like calico. How much is it? $3. That's a lot. That's a lot. It does, right? It would look so creepy. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. That's tempting. That's tempting. I do not like this bamboo hair. Not a fan. Not a fan of the bamboo hair. That bamboo hair is quite cute. Let's see her. It looks too twiggy. I understand that's the point. I understand that's the point, but it does feel too twiggy. Anything else on there? I think it's supposed to be like bamboo inspired, but I don't know. I don't vibe with it. I don't think it's done enough. Oh, now onto the Penguin Awards section. This is for the really fancy ones. Does anyone oh. What oh. Yeah, I mean I gotta try that on. I have to try this on. Are you kidding me? It's a fish dress. we're trying that on. We're trying that on. But like, I suppose if Beck's the only one that's played Club Penguin here properly, I don't suppose anyone else knows about the Pookie law. Because this is very important. If you don't know, I'm about to give you such an education on Pookie law. Beck, are you aware of this? Have fun walking your dog. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll do this again sometime. You don't know if you're aware of the Pookie. Okay. Okay, right. We're bringing this old school Pookie, right? So back in the days when Club Penguin was like massive, you know, I was maybe like 10 or something. I don't know. Oh, that's cute. Oh, it's expensive. There were things such as Pookies. And what a Pookie was, you would go to... Oh, it's quite chic. You know what? Let's finish this later. Let me take you to where the Pookie law was. You would need to go to the pet shop. I'm loading this on my 2 frames per second. It's okay. We're gonna get there. Oh, look at that in a minute. You would go to the pet shop, and this is when you would have to decide if you were going to be Pookie or if you were going to be Moo Moo. So it was a big decision. If you were Pookie, you had to dress as like a little baby. You would always have to wear like the pigtails. You know what, let me pause this a second and I can get a picture up, because I guarantee someone's put a picture of this online. I need to educate. I need to educate you all. Oh, there is a Club Penguin Pookie wiki apparently. I'm glad that I'm glad other people are keeping this alive. I don't know why the picture doesn't want to load. Let's, there we go. There we go. We can kind of see here. So, you would have to go to the puffle shop, and you would dress as these little things here, these little babies. This was if you were broke and couldn't afford the membership, and these ones were kind of like, you know, if you were more, you were richer, you were part of the elite, and you would go and you'd be like, is the littlest angel, or gets shoved out of car, and then you would go and sit and you would pretend to be a child that needs to be adopted. And then the Moo Moo would walk in, like this one that's wearing the sunglasses here, and they would put in the chat, like, steps out of my golden limo, looking rich. And then all the Pookies would be like, oh my gosh, please adopt me, I'm the littlest, I'm the angel, I'm the littlest. And then the Moo Moos would be like, okay, adopt you, and then you go back to their igloo, and you pretend to be their child, and then sometimes you just, if you were the Pookie, you'd spam the fire emoji, which is just you, like, saying, oh, I'm setting your house on fire, and then the Moo Moo would ban you. It was fun. It was all good fun. But yeah, that's the... Oh, I was too busy looking at Pookie lore. Yeah, quite literally. And I would be the Moo Moo. And I would wear the same thing every time. It was this really weird beehive, like really tall beehive. This fancy like dress jacket thing, Ugg boots, this pink handbag, and then the sunglasses. You had to have the sunglasses to show you were rich. And you'd be like, Yeah, steps out of limousine, paparazzi flashing. I don't know if it's gonna make me show my password. And yeah, it would quite literally be that. And then sometimes you would, like, you'd adopt one and you'd be like, well, I want 2 now. So you'd go back and then you'd pick another one and then you take them back to your igloo. And then once they'd come back to your igloo, sometimes they would terrorize the first one. Sometimes I was Pookie, sometimes if I fancied a change. But more than often than not, I was Moo Moo. Oh, I've got mail, I didn't realise. But yeah, sometimes you take the second one. That's cool. You take the second kid back to your igloo, and then they'd terrorize the first kid. They'd be like, sets igloo on fire and blames them. And then the other penguin would go, no, it wasn't me. But, you know, you'd have to pretend to not see that. So you'd be like, oh, did you set fire to my Iggy? And they'd be like, no, I swear it wasn't me. And then you know, role play, kids in it. It was so good. Can't believe you were not aware of the Iggy. That's crazy. You did miss out. It was crazy. I used to have the best igloo because I had it set out like fully like a house, and people would love coming back to my igloo. They liked it when I picked them. That made me happy. Okay, what did we miss? That's a weird guitar. Don't know how I feel about that. The Cruising. No, thank you. Jam Sesh. This guy's cool. Oh, I've seen the Halloween stuff. I did get some cute. Right, look how... Tell me this is not a gay penguin. I mean, I don't know why she's bald right now. Tell me that's not a gay penguin. I mean, the dress, the fit, the hair, the blush. Also, I love the pin. The pin is based on when you have to put your age in. And if you're over 18, it makes you look like an old penguin. And that makes me happy. Oh, that's the beehive I had. That one there. Let's see how my igloo's doing, actually. It is! I'm definitely poo. Maybe in another life I adopted you. You know? Maybe I did. But where's my furniture? Gimme. It's loading. I'm not broke, I swear. I have furniture. Yeah. This is my house. I have this little bat. I have 2 puffles. This one's just a toy. It's a very realistic toy. This is Umpy. Big fan of Umpy. For those of you that know, I based my actual pumpkin for Halloween off Umpy. So big fan. And then we have Jelly. Silly little puffle. Yes, Umpy! Should we walk Umpy? Me and Umpy hitting the town! it's my boys! Umpy and Jelly. I did actually... I feel like I've got a couple of igloos. Yeah. Did I decorate any of them? Let's see. I feel like I tried to make this one as accurate to my old igloo as possible when I would get the pookies. So this is pretty much how it was laid out. It's not perfect because they don't have a lot of the furniture. They only update the furniture catalogue every couple of months, and obviously I built up my collection over many years. So I don't have as much in this. But it was pretty similar to this. Yeah, you had the lounge. You had the computer desk, the classic toilet with the the puffle water bowl in. And then you had the bedroom. Fun fact, there are no beds in Club Penguin. I don't know if this was to, like, discourage kids from doing weird roleplay, but it didn't work because people just made them out of sofas. But that's just such a weird thing. I think there might be, like, 1 or 2 beds, but they're really rare. And you'd think for something that has a whole, like, house design section of it that's so big that they'd add beds in. But yeah, really, really weird. Oh, this one's quite cool. I forgot I bought this one. This one was like 2 stories, but it has really cool steps. As you can see, I just use the same... Oh, I use the same furniture everywhere because I'm broke. But that one's not too bad. I prefer the apartment, though. I don't know if they had that in base game, because I definitely didn't have this when I played. And I know they do add in a lot of new stuff for, like, the remake of it. I just think it's so cute. Little flat. Okay, I want to go check out what the awards are. I vaguely remember the awards thing from when I played, but I have no idea what it actually is. Oh, okay. There's just a button that says go there. Yeah, there were some really cool ones. I did have... I'm trying to think what I had in the old one. I mainly stuck to my 2-story candy one, but I did have some really cool ones. There was one that was... Oh, it was like a big clubhouse. That one was pretty cool. They started, like, expanding. I think you could have a garden at one point. But I think I kind of, like, teetered off playing it then, which is, you know, roughly when it died. And they tried to do Club Penguin Island. I'm still grumpy about that. Oh, okay. What's going on here then? Is there something actually happening? Oh, the screen is moving. Oh, should I sit down? This is just like watching the Nintendo Direct, I'm sure. Penguin Awards. Is anything gonna happen? Shadow Guy versus Gamma. Oh, I think you can, like, play all of the plays. That's so cute. Ruby and the Ruby was my shit. I loved Ruby and the Ruby. I used to play this one all the time. It was like a full detective thing, and it was interactive, and you could, like, get the Ruby. That's cool. I wonder if... I'm assuming they've got all the costumes in here. Oh, I mean, that's the most bisexual energy I've ever felt from a penguin before. Which may be a unique sentence. Right? Like, come on. Let's flex how good I am at Mine Shack. Watch me die instantly. But this was my favorite way to get coins. They added stamps in at some point in the game. I don't think they were in, like, from the very start. But you could get stamps for, like, doing tricks and stuff. And if you got all the stamps for one game, you'd get double coins for the game. So I get double coins in kart surfing now, which is kind of why I'm so bitter about missing double coin weekend, because I could have got quadruple coins. Then I could have bought the entire shop. But we move. I'll just have to do it next month. Okay, I'm just gonna have to deal with the frame rate. I cannot see the game. Okay, I know this is gonna work, but unfortunately I've committed now. So we're just gonna have to make this work. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I would have been the richest Moo. I would have stepped out of limo holding... what was it, like, holding bottle of wine or something? Because, you know, that's how you know you're rich, when you're an alcoholic. But yeah, sometimes you'd have an older sister and they were called an uppie. And they would always be really mean and they would bully the babies. I don't understand how this started or why we all had the same idea. But it just kind of happened. It was just such good lore. Did you ever have a Club Penguin boyfriend or girlfriend? Or a Webkins one, or whichever game anyone played? Oh, that's an embarrassing amount of coins. I should have got better than that. Too shy. That's so sad. I think I did. I think I had a Club Penguin girlfriend because I pretended to be a boy, which I feel does say quite a lot about me. And I think they were really mad when they found out I was a girl. But yeah, I vaguely remember that. I vaguely remember getting blocked, like, immediately. You know, I got blocked from, I got banned from Habbo Hotel when I was younger. That kind of counts. I'll give you that. I'm trying to hunt for the pin. They give you a free pin every week, and I don't know where it is this time. But yeah, I got banned from Habbo Hotel, because someone asked my age in the game, and it was like an under 18 server, and I was 11 at the time. And I tried to type that I was 11, and I mishit the key, so I actually typed that I was 21. I was not 21, I was 11. And they banned me instantly for thinking I was talking to children at 21. But I was just 11! I was just 11 and stupid! I didn't check that I typed it correctly. They banned me. Banned me from Habbo Hotel. Tragic. Okay, this... I just want to know where the pin is. I should probably... They're normally inside, I think. I just like getting all the free stuff I can possibly get. Because, you know, I would spend... Oh, he was using a bow tie! That's so cute! But yeah, I would spend a ridiculous amount of money on this game, but I can't, so I have to settle for the free stuff. Yeah, like, I'm glad that they took it seriously. I obviously wouldn't want them to not take it seriously, but they wouldn't even let me defend my case. That felt harsh. This is fancy, but where is the pin? Oh, if I had a better frame rate right now, I would try the pizzeria one. That is one of the most stressful Club Penguin games out there. Oh, it looks so empty. I played during the fair event that was on like a month or so ago, and everything was so like full of life and full of wonder, and they've taken it all away. And I understand that's how an event works, like it shouldn't be like all the time, but I miss it. I do play like 4 different versions of Club Penguin though, just to so there's an event on like all year round essentially. I was not good at it. I wanted to be better at it. I tried it a lot. I felt very cool once I figured out you could do the secret candy version, but I wasn't good at it. I was only ever good at I remember being really good at the surfing one, but I've not been able to replicate that. Like, most of the ones I was good at, I've still been good at. I can't do the surfing one for the life of me. But I know I was grinding that game so much as a kid. Where's the pin? Am I going crazy? Oh, it's so empty after the fair. Okay, I feel like there's only a couple places I've not been now. Let's go. I need to go underground. Please, just give me the pin. I'm EP now. Come on, this is like one of the only rooms I've not checked yet. It's gotta be here. It's gotta be here. Yay! I would like to pick it up. Yippee! Oh, these are all my cool stuff. I have so many hats because they had the 10th anniversary, not the 10th anniversary, 20th anniversary recently. So they gave us loads of hats, which is really cool. I have so many clothes. Oh yeah, let's try the fish gown on. What? Oh, cool. That's... Guys, I am the pinnacle of fashion. I am the pinnacle of fashion. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Oh, it's fish time. What have I got that could possibly go with a fish? I've got a Vuvuzuela. What could possibly complete this look? Let's be so for real. Is it a giant turkey leg? Is that what's missing? I only have 3 options of shoes. Black or white. I think white. Let's stick with that. Let's get my new pin. Giant turkey. Yeah, I think giant turkey leg's a good shout. Let's stick with the giant turkey leg. I believe I can still have something in my left hand. How about Little Jack? We feeling Little Jack is a good shout. That's truly beautiful. And then let's not forget the golden mustache. And there, we've done it. We are ready for the Met Gala. And yeah, she's absolutely perfect. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. All right, well, that was incredible. Thanks for thanks for coming, gamers. That was a lot of fun. And I've proved to you all how cool I am. I'm so cool. And I hope you had fun just chilling. I like to be chill. But yeah, that's me over and done with. I'm gonna go hopefully sleep, and by sleep I genuinely mean stay in my bed until the early hours of the morning playing solitaire. Because that's a normal and healthy thing to do. And if you take one thing away from this stream, it's that is healthy. But thanks, gamers. I appreciate you coming a lot, and I've had a lot of fun. Cabbit is going to bed. Thank you. I appreciate that. Bye.